Coming up on the GenGAMEcast, we talk about Hydralcraft and how awesome it's been. We talk about all those pre-E3 rumors and some of them that really just stink. And I can't get over the Steam app. All that and more coming up on the GenGAMEcast. Hey, and welcome to the GenGAMEcast for Tuesday, January 31st, 2012. It's episode 23, and it's brought to you by themine.org, the official Minecraft server of GenGAME.net. I'm Jordan Miani, and today joining me on the show is...
Kevin O'Rourke,
George Picard, Benny Gerard.
And this is the show where we kick around the gaming news of the week.
according to us.
Yes, according to us.
According
Naturally,
to us.
We have to throw our own spin on it. Otherwise, it wouldn't be much of a show. It would be more of a very boring show.
Yeah.
Because obviously the personalities make this whole show. What was that, Benny?
I think Benny thinks he's funny.
Benny, I think you were trying to make a comment there?
Never mind.
All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this. We got a pretty big schedule here. We didn't have a show last week. We took the week off. Mainly, the whole studio was on fire, actually, and we had to kind of rebuild it, so we did that.
Amazingly, everything stayed intact.
Amazingly, we were able to get everything replaced, and the smell of fire out of the building. So,
and so this is now $1 million production.
And now we have a much better production
and of
facility.
course, we rebuilt it the same for continuity's sake.
Yes, for continuity, we had everything refashioned. We went to IKEA. We repurchased the same 2 desks. We found a desk sitting outside on somebody's lawn, just stole it, and we just went with it. But let's go ahead and jump into what are you playing, Benny? We'll start with you. You're the last one on the switchers, so we're gonna work backwards.
Okay. Aside from the, of course, Minecraft, SWTOR, and League of Legends with George, I've actually been working my way through Metroid Prime, doing a full clear of that. That's one of my more favorite GameCube games, so that's what I've been doing.
George, what's going on?
Whatchamacallit? I have been playing League. As you guys know, if you guys were watching the streams as of the past week, I've been just basically playing League. But I actually did just start playing Pokemon Leaf Green again. And I started trying to Nuzlocke that because I actually haven't completed one yet, so... working on that stuff.
I'm sorry, we just had an image in the chat posted by Lex. He managed to already Photoshop a image of Kevin with "Am I racist?"
Wow. Well, thanks for that. I appreciate it.
It wouldn't be a podcast unless it got turned into a meme. It's like as it goes on, it become a new meme.
Oh, this is great.
I can't even go.
That's why we bring you back, Kevin.
Kevin, what have you been doing this past week besides being turned into a meme yet again?
Today I just picked up Soul Calibur 5. I didn't really get to play it for much, so expect a review when I actually get the game, get a decent amount of time into the game. Otherwise, been with Benny, playing a little Minecraft.
Yeah.
Same old.
A little.
Yeah, we got the Mine is finally launching.
Yes.
We were so happy about that. We're actually I got to pay the bill on that, so got to do that after the show. But yeah, we'll take care of that and get the Mine up and running. And me personally, I've been doing a decent amount of gaming. I'm playing a lot of Mario Kart 7, playing online, running into those random Japanese folks that just somehow know how to do everything
And glitch.
and still take that glitch route on Makawoohoo and. Yeah, I actually ran into a group of people that were doing that, believe it or not. It was terrible. But besides that, doing the Twilight Princess speedruns. I shouldn't say speedruns, but fast runs. And those will be concluding.
Jogs.
The jogs. Well,
Speed jogs?
Well, it's like 9 hours, so I mean, like...
It's like a brisk walk.
Yeah, it's a brisk walk. But that's kind of what I've been doing, and I'll be doing Skyward Sword live again soon, hopefully. So that's what I've been doing. So let's go ahead and jump into the week in news, or the last 2 weeks in news. We launched Hydralcraft in a public alpha, which is a Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time map in Minecraft. Benny Gerard worked very hard on that, and I should let him go through the stat breakdown on this.
Go through the what?
All the stats.
The stats. I don't know the exact numbers on the video, but it said
It's over
350.
350,000.
It was like 369 and change thousand.
And-
Checked it a while ago. Probably shot up since then, but
Give another couple of weeks, we'll hit 400, and end of the year we could see 1 million. But and the numbers tailed off. I mean, that happens with a big video, but it's growing. But the server, we did a wipe of player data like after the first couple of days, but after that we had probably about 3,700 unique people visit the server, and for a few days we were capped at the server cap about 70 people.
it was crazy. What was the cap at the beginning? It was like 15.
We started with like 35,
It was 30,
and then we had to
yeah.
jump to 45,
It was
and then
crazy.
60, and then 75, and
And then 5 sourced misspellings of GenGAME later, we had 75. You have no idea how many websites we were. We were GenGames, GenGAME, GenGaming.
It was ridiculous.
It was like-
gamers, and
It's almost
Yeah.
like telephone where you whisper to your friend and it like completely changes.
I think what's the
Yeah.
most interesting though is when like you go to like one article on some like random site and it's like, oh, it was like via this site. You keep clicking through and you're like, oh wow, so they found it from them and they found it from them.
Yes.
It's like 15 sites later, it gets back to Joystick, who scooped it first.
Yeah.
What was the website that
scooped it from
sourced it the
us?
best?
Joystick.
PC Gamer,
Yeah.
PC World. I think they had the best sourcing because they sourced the Planet Minecraft page and us while
okay.
giving a via link to Joystick and the site that they originally found it on, which is like some forum.
are they also the same people who actually mentioned me by name? Because a lot of the articles actually did.
Yeah.
I wanted to keep it that way.
And
I wanted to give a lot of the credit to the team, but I think
they
they're
also
the ones who.
Yeah, some people were like, Benny Gerard crafted the entire masterpiece block by block by himself in his basement. And it's
no
like,
mod, no
it
help. I
co-
sat
co-
there and dug up
completely,
every block and placed it.
completely transformed.
Yeah.
The story, people were like, me and Lex were joking about it, saying that like some guy like who never played Minecraft or Zelda sourced the article. I'm not gonna point names out or websites out. But
We're not gonna name any
just saying.
names, but
This
just
guy,
saying.
This guy was like, Benny Gerard, block by block, placed the areas that Zelda fans will know the best, like Kakariko Village, Lake Hylia, and the Gorgon Mines. And I
Oh,
was like, what the
man.
heck's the Gorgon Mines? Gorgon's
That
like,
was so.
like
Oh.
Medusa? Was that in the game? The Gorgons.
I don't remember going there. I don't remember any mines.
It
in,
was
Ocarina
it
of
was a
Time.
glitch. It was a Game Shark code.
Ironically
So-
enough,
that
there's
was
only
funny.
2 Zelda games that have mines, which was Twilight Princess and Minish Cap. The Minish Cap wasn't even Goron mines. It was the smaller
It
one.
was the Gorgon Mines.
No, I don't remember the name, but it's where you get the fire element. But still, Gorgon. That's a really bad typo.
Whoops. Well, I mean, Nintendo's been known to make their own typos.
so is Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Minecraft is pretty known for that right now, but we will not mention.
we're not going to
Yeah,
mention
we're
that
not
slip
talking
up.
about that part.
NSFW right there. But
We'll let the
won't.
NSFW show take
I already
care of
took
that.
the racist bit. Now I don't want to further it. It's like, should just keep my mouth shut.
Yeah. So there was a little bit of so the numbers for uniques, we said that was over 3,700, Ben?
3,700 plus. I don't know the exact numbers because we don't know. We had to wipe player data once, and at that I think we were probably about 1,000 extra. So
So we'll say
I didn't see
4,700.
those numbers before the new numbers. So
A lot of people.
it's a lot of people.
Yeah.
I could give a high estimate and say over 5,000, but I'm gonna go with what I
We'll
know.
go with the conservative estimate.
hmm
The less bragging
Which
one.
is still a good number of people
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
a server that was up for a week and a half.
Oh, fun little fact too. 700 people visited the Gorgon Mines. That was the first spot that they went to. For all of you who were wondering, Gorgon Mines is the first
Just
spot.
in case.
First spot.
yeah.
Speaking of the server, I do want to make a quick note that the server is offline. I mean, this was never meant to be open forever. This was done by a courtesy through a good friend Brendan, who put up the server for about a week and a half. Said it's public viewing, and we had to shut it down to work on it now to get the real
Yeah.
server up and running. So
There's a lot of work to be done.
Sorry.
And
Yeah.
so just to wrap up, we've got Hydracraft Weekly, which chronicles the show, the progress of the builds. And that runs weekly on Fridays, right, Penny?
Friday at 8 Eastern, 7 Pacific, or 7 Central, 5 Pacific. It's about a half hour long ish. We do a little bit of live building afterwards. You can find us on Blip TV as well, blip.tv/HyroCraft. That's where we upload all the new episodes. So,
all right, and of course in iTunes as well. You can just search HyroCraft. I'm sure you'll find it.
Yep, it's there somewhere.
It is there because I registered the podcast and made sure that it was there.
Nice.
So I get it on my iPhone. So don't forget, Benny, I am always watching the show. All right.
Good for you.
And there you go. You've got all the times in the chat. Stormshear on top of things.
There you go.
So let's go ahead and talk about some Nintendo news. Nintendo is finally listening to the prayers and wishes of gamers worldwide and finally going into an account-based online network system. How are you feeling about that, guys? We all giving the thumbs up? Benny's happy, Kevin's happy.
And George doesn't know how to use his thumbs.
We could finally
Kevin,
get over the failure that was
stopping.
the Wi-Fi connection.
Yeah, Nintendo Wi-Fi connection was a complete disaster. I mean, let's face it. I mean, it worked, but it had no functionality. It was just, oh, you want to play online? Okay, here's some randoms. Have fun.
If you consider working 5 frames per second in Smash, then yes.
Yeah,
well, it
that
worked
was
in
so
Mario
bad.
Kart.
Oh dear, Super Smash Bros. Brawl. That was a train wreck and a half.
That was the one really, really exciting thing I was looking forward to when the Wii came out. I was like, oh, I'm going to get to play this online with people? No.
I
Not
played
really.
it. I mean, it depends on the connection. That's really, in my opinion, that's what it comes down to. And not everybody has a good connection.
No. And
Right.
So
Facts-
I mean, if
facts
you
of
have
life.
if you have a crap connection, you're connecting someone with a worse connection, then you're going to get 5 frames per second. But if you're connected to 2 people within the same region and you both got decent internet connections, then you're fine.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the James Bond was not bad.
Yeah, we actually had 2 consoles during the GenGAMeathon running GoldenEye, and
Yeah.
it was fine.
Okay, yeah.
It worked.
I played a little bit. It was fun.
I mean,
forgot
now the
about
controls
that.
weren't so good, but the online play was not bad. It was good enough.
Did you dominate in online, George?
I did really, really well. We'll just leave it at that. We're not gonna
You're
get
not
into
gonna go
how.
throw some stats like your KDR or anything. No?
I'm not gonna throw in my KD, even though it was over a 4.
Yeah, and
You can look
and a
that up
certain
if you
organ
like.
on my body is over 4 feet long, but
Oh god. But yeah, back into the whole Wii U potential online network.
And
do we-
incorporating it with the 3DS as well.
yeah, and I mean the 3DS has already been using parts of the Nintendo network, and I hear a dog in the background, which is kind of annoying, but we're gonna work through it.
Dogs will be dogs.
Yeah.
Dogs will be dogs, unfortunately.
Nintendo, they had like a huge block of text. It was a statement that they basically put out called the Corporate Management Policy Briefing Third Quarter Financial Results Briefing. Say that 10 times fast. I could have sworn I said briefing like 10 times.
You said briefing twice.
Yeah, I
but-
did. It's in the
Yeah.
title.
It's a briefing of a briefing.
It's the briefing of the briefing, so it's very brief, but it's very long.
The dog, aren't you like briefings?
They announced Nintendo Direct, a few things with the eShop, putting out 3D videos and demos of software, you know, the Nintendo Network, Wii U stuff, and basically saying like, yep, Wii U's coming. Get excited.
Wii U's coming. Get excited. It's
That's-
happening this year.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically what you have to pull from this news.
I mean, there's also some more things in here that people are reading in between the lines on this. I mean, we've had some pretty big rumors with the Wii U,
Big time.
3DS. I mean, we've got everything from a name change to the Wii U being able to play 3DS games. I
Didn't
mean,
even think of that.
I mean, let's throw the validity
Yeah.
factor in here. What do we think is going to happen here?
It's-
Wii U name change. Let's work on that first. Do you think
Wii U-
you think we'll see a name change?
The Gray Wii.
Yes. At E3, we will see a Wii U name change. Yes. Mark it down right now.
You
Don't
think
know
so?
what it's called.
Jordan-
I don't even think I don't think it will include Wii in it at all.
I
be
think that
perfectly
would be a
honest.
smart idea, is to name it something different. But
I think they might go back to the maybe the
Revolution?
Wii code name Revolution.
I don't think so.
you were reading my
No?
mind, George.
They want a
Right?
small name.
Okay, I'm gonna say
Short
this though.
name.
There are
Like GameCube
millions of
3.
Nintendo fans out there who would jump for joy, but it's not gonna happen.
There
You
was,
don't think so?
I
was
don't
rumors
think
of
so. I
it-
mean,
of
it'd
it
be great, the
being called,
Nintendo Revolution. Like,
Stream.
we actually get the Revolution now, but I don't think they would.
All right,
It would kind of alienate their family market with what they're going for. Because Revolution's kind of a hardcore name.
So if they called it the Revolution, people that were going to get the Wii because it was a family-oriented console won't? Or do you think those people will still get it and it will expand their, target market?
I don't think that would. I mean, the name is very important. As Revolution, it just sounds very hardcore. And you look at a mom buying something for her kids, like, oh, they had the new Nintendo console, but it sounds so very like other consoles. Like a mom buying for a kid buys a Wii because it is very family friendly, versus an Xbox. People associate that with Call of Duty or something like that. And it's something Nintendo really has to consider when deciding a name.
All right, Kevin. Kevin, you had a point to make like about 4 minutes ago, and then Benny just took the stage.
I was just gonna say
Sorry.
they might go back. There was a rumor a while back calling it Stream. It's
The
a
Nintendo
short,
Stream.
It's a short name. Might be confused, especially with the emergence of live streaming. In the market for video games and even like TV and stuff like that. But it's a rumor, and we'll have to wait.
Yeah, well, E3 is going to reveal all for that, but let's go ahead and look at the other rumor on the chopping block here, which is the 3DS's ability to play, and not the 3DS, the Wii U's ability to play 3DS games. There you go. Gonna pull it together here.
You almost had a flip-flop, which would have been a little bit of a stretch
Oh,
to play
man.
Wii U games on the 3DS. It'd be like a whole new attachment on the bottom, that maybe the side thing, whatever. I don't know. It doesn't seem like that's going to happen.
Why would they ever do something like that?
I don't think the resolutions would work out with that. I mean, I've looked at the 3DS hardware specs, and it's like when you look at it, like the screen is just like this big. The resolution is pretty small, especially if it were in 3D.
I mean, what is the actual resolution of the 3DS? Like the 2D res?
I have it some. I wrote it up a while ago. To
It's
be
like
honest, I
it's not even
forget.
480 pixels wide, right?
I think it's
Might be
hovering
360.
around there.
It might be.
less.
Might be around there.
I'm gonna find that out. I'll give you that in a second. Meaning, keep talking, and I'll come up with it.
No, we're gonna say.
All right, so Benny,
Have no fear.
I'll give you the soapbox, Benny. What do you think on this one? Keep it under 3 minutes.
I think 3DS is, on the Wii U is definitely a possibility. I mean, I did hear a rumor that they're adding another screen on there, so your Wii U controller basically becomes another 3DS, which is kind of dumb.
I don't think that's gonna happen. Like
I
the
really
controller
don't think
reference
that's-
hardware
that's
is
not going to happen.
I don't know if they've
But,
said it's final, but it's pretty close to final.
Getting the 3DS on the Wii U presents a problem because you have to be able to link up those 3DS and Wii U accounts, which they're probably going to do. But then you have to, register your games and be like, okay, now you can download this game onto your Wii U to play it on your big screen. But
Well, what's the
again,
problem with having a card slot for 3DS games? It's doable.
It is. I mean,
Then
they
why
could
would
always
you
put a
even
card
use the-
slot in the Wii U as well. It's a possibility.
Yeah. Why couldn't they put a card slot?
I think they said they might have one. I don't know. There was a rumor that they were having a card slot in the Wii U controller. So
You never know. I don't put too much weight behind this one. I don't think this is going to happen.
No, I don't think so.
It's not very Nintendo-like to do this. Well, actually, I take that back. Actually, with the
But the
with
top,
this little guy
yeah.
right here,
the Game Boy Advance,
the Game Boy
Right.
player.
Game Boy
Yeah.
player. I got that little.
Oh, what's the
stat.
res?
The res is 800 by 320, but 400 for each eye in 3D. So it would be 800 in 3D
3D.
mode.
Okay.
All right,
I
so
gotcha.
not bad.
We've been memed again.
yeah, George, Lex has been
Yeah.
on a roll with the with the memes.
This pleases
Thank you.
George.
Oh, that's great.
I did in fact see that.
This is great.
Yeah.
This is
They're
this
happening
is
in
awesome.
real time now. Thank you.
Yeah.
This is great too, and I could actually pull these up in real time without having to pull the Skype guys away.
That's great.
This is awesome. This is what makes the GenGAMEcast awesome, is having all this extra stuff here. And why, if you're listening to the audio, you should really watch the video because
Yeah.
it's that much better. Seriously.
Moving on.
But yeah.
All right,
definitely.
so we took care of the Wii U. I don't want to really call them super rumors, but they're rumors.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
super rumor would be something with like a possible
Like a N64
tangential
cartridge slot in the Wii U or something
Yeah.
dumb like that.
Yeah.
Well, I think even that 3DS cartridge slot is dumb to have it
It's
built
pretty.
in.
Yeah,
It's out there.
it's definitely not the first thing on people's minds right now.
Yeah.
All right.
But
Let's move on to some Microsoft rumors. We're still a while away from E3. Like June is still, it's more than a stone's throw away. It's quite a
At
few
least a few months.
quite a few months. But we got some
5.
we've got some confirmations here from Microsoft of France. It's horrible. Jeez, what am I doing? But Microsoft of France has said there's going to be no new Xbox announced at E3 this year. And PlayStation has confirmed that there will be no PS4 announcement as well,
So,
or at least it's
so
unlikely, which means it's not happening.
It could be
can
lying.
we start with the obvious one at the no PS4 and just
Yeah, let's
note that is certain.
let's
has
talk
to be
about
better than
Sony here and what their console strategy is right now. They're working on a 10-year console strategy, and they really need to make sure the PS3 lasts long enough for that. And I think it's going to run short.
Yeah.
They're gonna cut it to like 8, 7.
Maybe.
Around there.
I was thinking
Yeah.
7. If you look at the rapid expansion of technology, and you look at today's computers that cost several $1,000s and they have amazing graphics, but for PC compared to a console, I think Sony did put a lot of money into their console, but the cost to make a PlayStation 3 now is so much cheaper than it was back in 2006, I believe. Yes. To make that last 10 years, to think about 2016, they would have their next console.
Right.
It's a little too far off.
Now, what's wrong with maybe 7? Because you assume, in fact, maybe 8. Because say the new Xbox isn't out next Christmas, then they still have another year after the new Xbox. Maybe they wouldn't want to compete with them, but they release their console the next year.
The one thing that Xbox is limited right now is storage. Everybody knows this because they're still running off do later DVDs.
Yeah,
They don't even have, like, a high disc
what they
format.
have done is they have changed the disc format. I have my sample of that's pinned to the wall because it no longer works because an update broke it.
That's great.
Yeah, that's kind of hilarious actually. So it's sitting on my walls as a memento to being one of the first people to try the new disc format. And it's basically they just rearranged the bits on the disc so they could fit just a little bit more on there and enhance security just a little bit.
Oh, just a little.
just a teensy bit.
It's a shame they couldn't compress LA Noire into maybe like
2 discs?
20 discs instead of like the 40 that it was on.
It was only on 3 discs.
That's
I
why
thought
I
it was
got it as a
5.
Blu-ray.
Was it not 5? I thought it was 5.
I thought it was 3.
It was 3, Kevin.
It was
Okay,
supposed
I
to
don't
be
know.
6, and they got it down to 3.
I
It
don't
was
know.
3. It was 1 on PS3.
The
Like
la-
that.
The last multiple disc game I played was.
Fallout.
Final
No.
Fantasy?
Oh, come on. You guys don't
Grand
even
Theft
know.
Auto.
You guys don't even know.
The
me.
Last
just
Remnant.
the
The
last
Last Remnant.
Remnant.
Jeez,
Oh
of
my
course,
God.
The Last
Remnant. The 2-disc game that just kept on bringing all that 2-disc content at me. And, oh, God, never mind. We'll not talk about that. This is just going to turn into like a 40-minute rant on.
Yeah,
Like,
let's
don't
just
play that
avoid
game.
The Last Remnant.
Yeah, please.
Because that, I think, will just end up in Kevin crying in a corner.
The Last Remnant will be the last podcast. We'll have a whole podcast dedicated to The Last Remnant.
Yeah, when the
It will
site's
be-
going down for
No,
DMCA
yeah.
violation, it's like, we'll just talk about The Last Remnant. We'll
Just
Get it
throw
over with.
together.
Impromptu.
That fire
podcast.
might
We're good at
that fire might actually happen then.
alrighty.
I forgot what we were talking about.
Let's move on to the hit list. We have, actually, this is probably our biggest hit list yet. We have a very full list of interesting topics to talk about.
Yeah.
And we'll start off with some stock news. You might have heard of a company called THQ. They released a pretty good game called Saints Row the Third. I actually really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I got my props. But they're in trouble. Their stock prices dipped below $1 for just a few days too long. And Giant Bomb reporting, as soon as the site loads, I can get the actual stock price of where they fell to. But according to them, they dropped to 38 cents, I think it was, after closing.
From what?
They're I think now it's been down there for. Ooh man, it's been down a while.
Oh,
I didn't think it was this long.
Yeah.
well.
So they're in
has it been
trouble.
down?
So we will probably not be seeing a Saints Row the 4th.
Well, it doesn't mean that they're
Darn.
going to go out of business. But what it does mean is that they're not going to be listed on NASDAQ, and it's going to reduce their ability to track investor support. I mean, they only have a few short days to get back on the train here. They have 180 days. So, I mean, it's not a short amount of time, but they got to get the stock to over $1 for more than 10 days.
It's
And
a
then-
short amount of time to increase your stock value by 500%.
What is it at right now?
I think it's here. THQ stock. There you go. Yeah, it's at. Oh my gosh. There's no way.
Oh my god, they're in the negatives.
I do know a way.
They're
they
just
could buy
giving the
4
money
stocks.
away.
Okay, all right. So they're at 67 cents. So they'll have to double their stock essentially,
That's
assuming that it continues to go down for a little while.
Yeah, so
that's doable in 180 days. Depends the
it's-
market is.
It's doable, but it's kind of difficult for a stock like
Ah,
THQ.
yes.
yeah, I mean, as you can see here, this is kind of where things went terrible, and right
wow.
there is when things really hit the fan.
Man, that is like
and they're
falling
kind of
down the
bouncing
stairs
back.
level. Oh boy.
And they have not been over $1 in a long time.
Oh boy.
We're going back here. Let's dump this back.
Back when they were just TH.
Let's see here. Right about here is when they started to go down. So that was like mid-December. It was like early December. They dropped below that dollar mark. So that they got to get their act together. They're going to be in some serious trouble because the investors they don't like the intense violence here.
No. No.
Even though the game sold really well,
Yeah.
it was really highly reviewed. So I mean, THQ. We're not endorsing this or not, but you could make a killing on this if you invest right now.
I mean, at,
Just
at
saying.
60 cents, it's worth maybe trying. I don't know.
Yeah, you never know. It could work.
It's not
May I offer
necessarily.
a suggestion? I think THQ isn't concerned until E3 when they most likely will announce another big game of theirs. But I guess that's our hope to try and draw in the investors.
Ready for
Saying,
your
Yeah.
problem?
we've got this coming.
Yeah, that's
Don't give
their
up hope.
only hope is to pull.
They only have like a month after E3 though.
Yeah, but I mean, if they have an announcement, the stock market responds almost instantly to anything. Like,
And
they're going to see this happen and be like, well, let's go ahead and give it a shot. And, I mean, it's not going to take too much for that to happen.
They're not necessarily Apple. They're not Netflix. They're not. I don't know.
Yeah, but still, I mean, if they make a big announcement and they say that they're going to be delivering a bunch of great IP that they
So are
haven't
we-
shown off yet.
So is GenGAME going to try to buy out THQ? Is that what we're doing?
Yes, GenGAME is going to buy out THQ and open up GenGAME Studios,
Okay, I'm
a game
down.
development firm.
An East Coast studio, that's fine.
the
Yeah,
only
we'll
East
up
Coast
here,
studio.
The only one anymore. Yeah, well, Activision's gone, so. There
Yeah,
you go. That was
we're
the last thing we
actually.
had.
I'm not
gotta
letting a
make it
single
out of the
dollar.
West
I'm
Coast
not letting a
organization.
single dollar of GenGAME money go towards that. That's for
Ah.
sure.
Darn.
All right, let's go ahead and go past that because I think we've beaten THQ enough. They need to kind of patch themselves up.
Yeah, they're beating themselves up enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm.
Oh, my turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
God.
Yes, Benny, it's your turn.
Tag, you're
For
in.
those of you longtime MMO fans, one of the original EverQuest is now going free to play 13 years after launch. It took that long for EverQuest to go free to play. And how long was DCUO? Not sure.
Wasn't even a
You know?
year.
Not-
Wasn't even
not talking.
13
Not-
months.
Not talking
Not
about it.
even 13 months. George, how's that subscription for you going?
Listen, you. I can make as many heroes or villains as I want. So,
George,
yeah,
George, just don't get mad at me. I
got cool special items. Shush.
George, I just report the news. That's it.
It's okay.
George
I
takes
don't-
it
I don't-
personally.
Oh god.
All right.
Anyways, quick note about this though. Does anybody even play EverQuest anymore?
That is the big question. Is anybody still interested?
with how many
Really?
millions of people that WoW still
Okay, I was gonna
has,
say.
when they're declining numbers.
But
The
it's-
growing numbers on SWTOR and any other MMO.
But it's free. It's worth a shot.
Yeah.
Play a little Champions Online.
Well,
a little,
I forgot even to mention this in the what are you playing segment, but I actually tried All Points Bolton whatever Reloaded, and that sucked. that was terrible. I played that. It was just like, what?
I don't know, you just dug up a topic from like a half hour ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I joined. I got into a group of players, and I get shot in the face by like a level 50 with a pistol, and I die. And it happened like 6 times. Like, screw this, delete.
Golden gun.
Deleted.
Deleted. Fastest game to actually get removed from my hard drive.
Congrats.
It's
I heard Borderlands
Trevor,
2 is supposed
Trevor
to be good,
breaks
though.
a world record. Quickest deletion time. Courtesy of Cablevision Boost. Or Optimum Boost.
Uh,
Oh boy. Okay.
all right, we getting.
We're
we
good.
getting.
Let's go ahead and
to the
move
next-
on to the
Let's
next
go on
story.
to, Georgie.
All right. Well, for those of you guys out there that know, the dreaded holiday Valentine's Day is coming up in about 2 weeks. And guess what? If you have a gamer girlfriend, you're in luck because you can buy them a Pearl Pink 3DS that's available in the U.S. on February 10th. The special bundle will come with Nintendo dogs and cats.
Actually, George, that bundle was already available. That
There you
one
go.
came out in
Well,
December. Now you can buy
There
it
you-
without Nintendo
buy
dogs
it.
and cats.
There you go. Well, that's great.
Yep.
I don't know
doesn't
about
seem-
you guys, but if I got that for my girlfriend, I'm pretty sure she'd kill me. So just throwing it out there.
Well, there is a demo for it, so that's why they're making it available.
There you go.
Believe it or not, that's actually why Nintendo does their handhelds in so many different colors, is to hit all those target demographics. Because according to them, at least 50% of their gamers are guys and 50% are girls. So that's according to
mean,
them,
That's fine.
50-50.
which is nice.
50-50, 50-50. Yes.
It might
Hey, that's
come
fine.
as a shock to some of you guys out there. There are females that play video games.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know
They
how many want a
exist.
3DS right now. I don't know.
What made me laugh, George, is when you said gamer girlfriend. I'm like, yeah.
It's true.
You,
All right,
no,
let's-
those are rare.
Let's
Let's
go ahead and
keep
move
on
on.
rolling.
Let's go ahead and truck on to our next story here, which is a quote here from Mr. Iwata, who says, "Zelda on Wii U won't look cheap."
I hope not.
It's literally a direct quote from him, and this has
cheap.
got everybody kind of trying to dissect what he meant by this. And what I've kind of pulled out of this is they're trying to make this look like a big Hollywood game, kind of like what they tried to do with Twilight Princess, which is good because Twilight Princess, when it first released, it had a lot of core support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that fans waited maybe a good, I don't know how many years for it.
Oh, the wait was longer for Skyward Sword.
Yep.
Well, when they kind of teased it for Twilight Princess, it was back on the GameCube era.
Oh yeah, and
And then they were like, yeah, let's totally let you wave your remote around and throw it through your TV.
you know what? I still like it on the Wii better because I can
yeah.
play through it faster.
I got it on the Wii.
I did too.
I waited long enough for it.
Yeah.
To be honest, Twilight Princess looks better than Skyward Sword.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, it does.
It does, doesn't
my
it?
opinion,
Right?
it does.
It totally does.
Well, the graphic style. It depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for a more artistic game, you'd probably appreciate Skyward Sword. But if you're looking for the more realistic game, you're looking at Twilight Princess. Like,
And if you
I
really
did-
like what?
I really didn't like the art style in Skyward Sword as much as I was hoping to. Like, I let it grow on me. I was like, you know what? This looks a lot like Wind Waker. I'm like, you know what?
It does.
I really like it, like the watercolor style. And then it was just like, okay, this is getting a little too much.
You were over it, yeah.
I got over it a lot faster
So
than I
many
thought I
colors.
would.
Well, Wind Waker was different at least because it was the first one to do it.
Yeah, and it was kind
It
of
was
like
like-
watching
it was-
an anime.
I got
Yeah.
over the Wind Waker art style very fast.
I
Not
really
as
like
fast
the
as
Wind
some
Waker.
people. I love Wind Waker. A
Yeah,
lot of people hate on it. I love that game.
it's my favorite Zelda game, but I don't know.
All right, so that's what the story here is. The Zelda Wii U is not going to look like a pile of garbage. Hopefully,
Thank God.
I mean, is he implying that the last Zelda game did?
I guess so.
Well-
I guess he wasn't too satisfied. I don't know.
From the way it reads is he wasn't too pleased with the direction that they went, and I think that they had to compromise on the game. Kevin's just gave me like the freaking death stare.
That's the death stare. That's what I do before I kill people.
Scary.
I guess the next
Leave
step
a
is
split
backing
shot on
away.
to watch my back here.
Yeah.
The Kapora Gabora, eyes open, kind of owl-looking face.
All right, so enough on that. So we'll I guarantee you we probably won't see anything at E3 about this. Probably next year at the earliest.
Yeah.
Because I think we've had enough Zelda stuff
Yeah,
this
there's
year.
enough Zelda going around.
Give it a year. Give it some time to play the. How many re-releases did they have this past year?
Of Zelda games?
They had like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Ocarina of Time, Four Swords Adventures.
They had 1, 2,
The
4 Swords
original,
Adventures,
Link's Awakening.
Link's Awakening.
You could get like
Ocarina
everything
of
on
Time.
the Virtual Console.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that's 5 on the 3DS.
And then
That's
you have one in
absurd.
Minecraft.
Yeah,
The one in
Oh.
Minecraft, of course.
Yeah.
of course you got.
Sick.
That counts as
You
2
forgot
because you
about
could play
that.
it in 3D.
Right. So there you go.
There's like 20 Zelda games right there. Boom.
So, word of advice for you, Nintendo: take a break.
Take a break, let it stew.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
I think we're...
I think
Worked really hard in
we're
that
good.
new Metroid
let's move
game.
on here.
What?
Yeah, let's
We're
get
good.
some Metroid. We really haven't gotten a good Metroid game.
I
in a
Do
think
them
while.
some just bring retro back into it. Let them do it some real justice.
I think we need more Sonic.
I think we got enough Sonic.
We got enough Sonic. Actually, you know what?
Kidding. I'm kidding. I don't want to see it anymore.
This actually wasn't bad.
Sonic
It wasn't
Colors
bad.
By the end of
Generations
the podcast,
wasn't
you're
bad.
You're gonna be pulling down that whole... What is that? Sonic Freeriders up there. The game with all the
No.
dust on it.
It's a good
game. The controls are really good.
The controls
Oh,
did work.
Okay. Enough of that.
Enough
All right.
of my game.
This is
collection.
my turn for the hit
Go
list.
ahead.
Steam is now on Android and iOS, and
Did you download
before this podcast, it was just in beta, and
earlier today.
we recouped our news and figured out that it's officially out of beta, so you could go ahead and
So
download
yeah, you
that.
can get your Steam on. You can get your friends as probably badly as you could
Your
see
friends
this.
at a horrible resolution on your
Friends
iPhone.
at 240p here. So like you have friends list access. You could also go online and it's probably be easier if I showed it on this camera.
There it is.
So now you can buy Angry Birds through Valve and give them more money.
Actually, you
Make
can't.
hats
It's
for
only
TF2.
for
Yeah.
buying PC games through these stores. So you can go to the Steam catalog and you could get the prices on games. So if it, like say for example, this is actually really convenient.
You're on the go.
You're on the go.
Yep.
You get an email saying there's a huge sale on Steam. You pull out your phone and boom, you just emptied your paycheck.
Right into the game.
But you got 400,000 games.
it's a lot of humble bundles.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously though. I mean, I mean, this is probably the best thing that they've done because now I can find out. Oh wow, Duke Nukem Forever, $4.99. I might buy that.
When is
Blew
that
my
free to
mind.
play?
Look at that.
Absolutely mind blown.
But I mean, they have all their featured games. You can sort by new, popular, all the specials, which is actually really good because you can see everything. So you can get they have all their specials listed. It's really cool.
Mm.
This is actually really cool. I do not understand how I live without this. This is incredible.
Well,
Okay.
rather than letting this turn into a podcast about Trevor downloading things on Steam,
I think I
George-
just
Yeah.
bought 4 games.
I think
So
George
I'm
has
going
got
to go to the
something-
next topic.
I'm gonna go
which is,
I'm gonna walk away and just kind of pie some games. I'll be right back, folks.
Oh
Fine.
gosh.
All right,
Okay.
Georgie.
So we have Nintendo recalling some Skyward Sword posters.
Well, they're not recalling; they're just replacing.
Yeah,
Well,
replacing.
replacing. Yeah.
So now you have
Um,
two. One good, one not so good.
Yeah, Club Nintendo has sent out some bad posters with some bad shading issues, and I think Trevor's gonna put it up on the screen for you,
Yes, I will put
So
it
you
up
can-
on the screen.
so you can check it out. I'm a little bit delayed, so I'm just gonna,
It's up there. So
you know.
Just nod
All
your
right.
head, and it'll look
Yeah.
good.
No,
There we
actually, even if
go.
you turn your head sideways, it doesn't look good, and that's why they're
There it
gonna get
is.
new ones.
See that? It's blatant.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I think it was the left side of the bird's
Of each
tail
bird.
thing.
Yep. It's his legs, I suppose.
See, the legs on the loft wing, and even the whole outline of the loft wing is all messed up. I haven't unwrapped mine yet, so I can't tell you if mine were affected, but I've been confirmed that I'm already getting a replacement one, so it must be a pretty big issue if they're doing that.
That's probably a good idea. Why not? Free
Okay.
stuff.
All right. Let's shoot right down to our next topic on the list. This is pretty funny. There's a Steam group that was kind of upset over the lack of Half-Life 3 news, which is, obviously built up after so long of not announcing anything. And this is a group of over 29,000 Steam players who decided they were going to protest the lack of Half-Life 3 news by playing Half-Life 2 simultaneously. So a good 29,000 plus people are playing Half-Life 2. I don't know the times for it, but they all grouped. I think it happened already. They all teamed up, played Half-Life 2.
And then Gabe's sitting at his computer like, oh, a bunch of people are playing that today. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might pop in Half-Life 2 and play that for a little bit. I liked Half-Life 2. It's a lot of fun. I still think it's still one of the best story-driven first-person shooters. So. Am I just blind for saying that?
You're looking at me. I never played the game.
You've never played
There are a lot of people
Half-Life
that
2?
don't like it.
Kevin, I'm going to gift you Half-Life 2 right now because I can do it on the Steam app.
Okay.
Moving on.
Well, while you
Had
do
to just plug that one more time.
while you do that,
While
just go whip out
we
our
do that,
neat
Benny will
little
go
phones
on and
we all
move
have.
go
on.
on with his news here. Benny, what do you got?
What, is it my turn already?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Benny.
it's your turn.
We go
That was a
quick.
really short bit. Okay.
Short
For
and
those
sweet.
of you wondering exactly how much Bungie isn't doing for Halo, it's officially done at the end of March. They're going to be transferring all of their Halo services to 343 on March 31st, which means all of your stats are going to have to be going through 343 instead of Bungie. Okay. We saw this coming.
We
Right?
did, yeah. Bungie announced it on their site.
I mean,
They had a big
for-
update, tweeted
for-
it out.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. That was the end
So
of the
for people wondering exactly how much Bungie isn't doing, they're done. That's pretty much the last bit they're going to be doing. They want to be done with Halo. They're done with Halo. It's
It's a sad, sad day.
Well, sometimes the sun has got to set on everything,
Yep.
and it's an end of an era. I mean,
It's bittersweet.
Yeah.
But it's like it
Beginning of a
goes-
new one.
It lives on through Halo 4.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but it's not Bungie though. It's like when you remember, when you turn on Halo 1 and you saw the Bungie intro.
Yeah, I mean,
And I
when
gotta
you-
play that now.
but
'cause
when
it's
you
just
look
like-
at it, though, I mean, 343 Industries is, it's a fledgling company of Bungie Studios. It's a lot of the people from the same staff who made the story that we all know and love, and they can't tear it away from us. I won't let it happen.
And to clarify, I am on the app, Riggs. So this is it right here. So I am there.
plugging it again.
What?
Plugging the Steam app yet
Yeah,
again.
plugging that
I have
Steam
no
app again.
problem plugging the Steam app because it's awesome.
All right.
All right.
You
know what else is? You know what else is awesome? George's topic.
Yeah, I think I'm going to talk about the PS Vita a little bit.
Oh boy.
I know we've talked about this before and how it could be a failure in the making, but I'm going to talk about two things. One, that Taco Bell has their own little $5 deal with the PS Vita and how they're giving one away apparently every 15 minutes.
Boy.
And you have a chance to win one if you buy a $5 box. But also, if you pre-order the Vita
Through Best Buy?
at Best Buy, you can get it 1 week before the launch date. So instead of getting it the 22nd, you get it on the 15th of February. So I don't know what you guys think about this, but yeah.
Well, I think it's wrong to give a timed exclusivity to a certain store, especially on a console launch. I just think it's a little obnoxious that they're doing it. But then again, it's totally in Sony's playbook to do something stupid like this.
Yeah, and what was it? They did that with they were giving away, I don't know what it was, Samsung phones for launch of like Modern Warfare 3. I think.
The Ericsson or whatever it is.
I forget what it was.
Yeah.
But
The Xperia Play.
was it?
Yeah.
The
Was it?
the
I don't know.
Sony
Xperia Play was
Play.
a failure.
Okay.
And that was a disaster and a half.
You had that, right?
No.
Oh, I thought you.
I
had
gotta
that.
say,
I was
Sony-
I was thinking about getting it. I'm like, this would be great to play emulators on. I'm like, you know what? The processor sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could just play an emulator on your iPhone or something.
Yeah, well, I had the Motorola Atrix. That's what I had.
That's what the Atrix.
The Atrix. The
Right.
Atrix Fail
It's
G.
confusing.
But enough of that. Let's go ahead and move
I want
on.
to make one note about that real quick.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I gotta say, Sony doesn't have a really good track record of making good decisions. Look at the PS3. They launched it 2 days before the Wii.
Yeah. At what? 3 times the price?
Yeah, it's just like 90 hoo hoo.
Yeah.
We did it first.
Hey, still to be fair, it was still just as expensive as any Blu-ray player on the market.
That is true.
Yeah.
And it actually was.
It
was actually
a
cheaper than
paperweight
some.
Blu-ray player.
It was cheaper than some Blu-ray players.
Yeah, it was. I remember we bought a Blu-ray
the sad
player that
reality.
cost like $100 more a month before, and I was screaming at my dad. I was like, "Just wait, just get a PS3."
Yeah,
Wasn't.
that's how they were taking huge losses on it, but they were trying to push Blu-ray into every home and get it and literally try to make a foothold for PlayStation 3. I mean, they knew they were going into an uphill battle against the Xbox 360 and the Wii at lower price points and established bases.
On a plus note, you did get a free copy of a great Will Ferrell movie with it.
Which one was that?
George?
What? I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything.
All right, let's move on to the final bit here, which is a 1,000-player game here, which is actually pretty crazy here. They had they were one short of their 1,000-player goal here, and this is a video showing the absolute chaos that was this game
Oh,
of
dear.
500 people aside shooting at each other. Like, seriously, folks. Does this look like it would be a very interesting experience?
Yes.
Yeah.
This looks kind of like the Hyrule Craft server.
On a large, very, very large scale.
Like, it's a game called Man vs. Machine, and it was specifically designed to break this Guinness Book of World Record by a large margin. The previous record was, I believe, 400 concurrent players at once, and this completely shattered it, even though
Yeah,
they missed their goal. So
I was gonna say, it blew it out of the water for sure.
yeah, blew it out of the water.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome. Why couldn't they find one more player? Is what I want to know.
He was in the John.
Right? It didn't count or
Poor
something. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I'm kind of disappointed, to be
Everybody's
honest.
like, no one likes
Is that the
guy.
bigger news? The fact they didn't get 1,000?
To me, yes. Are you kidding me? One person? You couldn't have found anybody?
You're gonna see the guy who's behind this as this complete OCD nerd's like, no!
The guy didn't order it through the Steam app.
One more!
If only, if only.
If
Came out
only.
sooner. All right, that does it for the hit list.
Yeah,
That's all we
so that's it. Let's
it.
move on back to our focal here, which is actually a news site that we are launching in a few days.
Yes.
This is actually pretty damn big. It's been in the works now for how many months now?
I couldn't tell you.
2?
5?
I think it's like 4 months in the making.
Give or take.
And it's a little site we like to call genstream.net. And right now, if you go there, this is what you'll see. Just a simple coming soon screen. And it is a brand new site that we're launching. We have some great folks on the back end that we can't name yet for technical reasons and whatnot. But we've been working with them, getting this whole thing set up. It's going to be a great destination for... It's basically going to be a marathon index where we'll be able to give you every marathon that's going on. People can submit their own. and you can see some dedicated live streamers on there, some established streamers. Everything's going to be handpicked and curated too, which is going to be really cool. So everything on there is going to be like picked by us or by the staff and hand delivered.
We don't want no scrubs.
We got enough scrubs on this.
Yeah, we got enough scrubs
now.
on this channel. Looking at one of them right now.
Yeah.
But,
George, finish the song lyric. I know you know it.
What? No, I'm not finishing the song
Do it.
That's an awful song. No. Why would I finish that song lyric? Isn't that TLC? Why would I ever?
You even know who sang it.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
folks. Let's go ahead and get into our final piece of news here for the week. And this is actually I just got into the into this closed beta, and I am looking forward to getting my hands on with it. It is a little game called Blacklight Retribution, and I don't know if this is gonna work. Maybe it will. Yay, it'll work. Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
We got a trailer, so we will play that. If we have volume, that would be super cool too. So we'll get volume and we'll play that. So this is it's a first-person shooter. There's I was talking to Riggs about it because this one was completely under the radar for me and him, and Riggs was very good at the original. And I was asking him, like, what's the whole gimmick with Blacklight, and why is it so good? Why should I care about this game? And he's like, it's balanced. It's got a very limited amount of base weapons, but they have super high amounts of customization. So, like, you can you start with a weapon and you upgrade it, and it's all level based. And what's the gimmick with this game is it's free to play.
Wow. Looks like a good free to play Brink right there.
Yeah. I mean, it's free to play. Beta's open now. If you guys want, you just go and we're gonna have the link to this in the show notes. I think they'll run out of beta keys by then, but it's definitely worth checking out.
Yeah, definitely.
Dude, how cool does this look?
It looks amazing, to be honest.
It looks really
and
good.
you even saying this game and Brink in the same sentence just insulted me.
Yeah, I know. I take it back. I take it back. I've already mentioned too many bad games in this podcast.
You're over your limit.
But I mean, seriously, this looks cool. I can't wait to get my hands on it, download it. I've already got my beta key enabled, so I just got to download it. I heard it's like a little bit of a pain to get it downloaded, so chalk away 6 hours to get that set up.
Nice.
But I really can't wait because it looks so cool. It looks
Kevin,
it looks like Brink done right.
did you guys look at the top comment on this video as you're saying that, or no? Because the top comment on the video is looks like a better version of Brink.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I don't even have the video open.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that right there.
No, for real. Like, look what I got open, Trev. Show them. This is what I got. I got our notes.
Kevin's got the notes open. I've got everything open over here, and if you look at the top comment on the stream here,
Looks like a better version of Brink.
I have like 58 inches of screen now that I'm looking at, so I could look at everything I want. So it's
Well,
nice. Yep.
that is winning right there.
me and that guy have the same train of thought, which just goes to show that there may be another Kevin O'Rourke somewhere out there wreaking
And
havoc.
apparently his
Met
name's
many Kevins
Christopher.
and
His
O'Rourke's,
name's
but-
Christopher, so we have my long lost twin. That
But the
Flew
comment
off.
right underneath it, though, free to play or pay to win. That is what is yet to be seen. Whether or not this game will have a good balance between the free to play elements and pay benefits, because obviously these games need to make money somehow, otherwise they would be able to be there.
League of
So-
Legends.
Well, I mean, in League of Legends, I mean, is it free to play or can you pay to win?
Nah, it's free to play.
you can
It's
pay
free
to
to play.
win.
League of Legends is free to play. Everything in that game you can get other than skins through playing the
Yeah,
game.
which don't help. So free to play. There you go.
Just like TF2 now.
Well,
The hat you don't
TF2,
make
you
you
have the
better.
hats. And I love the hats. Those are pretty cool. I haven't bought any, but I've got a few
Yeah.
little ones that I got for free.
free hats.
Yeah, free hats are
Free
good.
hats for all.
Free hats for everybody. So let's go ahead and wrap up for today, because we've been podcasting now, according to this, probably a little
7
over
hours. Oh my god.
probably close to an hour. Got through everything pretty quick. We were very, very effective. As George holds up his launch day Skyward Sword poster, I got one of those too.
I just figured I'd show a non-fail Zelda poster. You know,
That one's actually printed on some pretty heavy paperboard too.
it's actually really, really nice. Yeah. But yep, yep.
But let's go ahead and wrap up and tell everybody where you can find yourselves. So we'll start with Benny.
I'm Benny Gerard, and you can find me at bennygg@gengame.net. It's my email for all questions and comments. Dang it, George. You can follow me at Twitter at NightPhoenix16 and at GHTPHOENIX16.
George.
Right below, I'm George McCarr, and my Twitter is twitter.com/George McCarr. It's really easy to spell. GeorgePekar.
All right.
Don't find me anywhere else.
If you do, George will in fact kill you.
You can email me at george@gengame.net, though, if you'd like.
Kevin.
I'm not spelling anything.
Yeah.
My Twitter name changed.
It did.
For 20 so episodes, it was _Hawkeye. Now it is Shabazzle. So
Basil Dazzle.
Yeah, I was about to go live. It was still _Hawkeye, and he's like, "Oh no, you got to change it."
Yep.
I made sure to change it
Gotta
before we
change
went
it.
live. But it's still there.
Shabazzle.
Actually, it's still in this shot here, I think.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's still in that shot. I haven't changed that one.
Hey, George is a ghost.
George the Ghost. But
What happened?
Yep. Find me on Twitter there. I just like deck the table. I give updates on Hyrule Craft and whatnot, and I tell all the secrets that Benny says I shouldn't. And you could also email me at kevin@gengame.net if you want to email me something. Why not?
Yeah.
Send all those memes.
Send all the memes to kevin@gengame.net.
Send the memes.
Send away. All right. And I'm Trevor Mignani. You could find me on Twitter, twitter.com/themags. It would help if people saw me. Thank you, Kevin.
It would help.
Yeah. I should give you a keyboard too, so that way you could hit the buttons too.
Lord knows I'd break the computer.
Of course, you can send me an email, trevor@gengame.net, and you could always catch me live sometimes here or at twitch.tv/Zelda Dungeon. We do the GenGAMEcast weekly. Tuesdays might be going to Mondays. We haven't decided yet. So stay posted to the site. We'll make an announcement whether or not that's going to happen in one of the podcast posts. If you want to get in touch with the show, send us an email at live@gengame.net, or you can send us a tweet on Twitter @GenGame. You could send me a tweet, or you can leave a comment on the post when it goes up. Subscribe to us in iTunes if you want to get the show in a nice, neat, subscribable format. But if not, you can always watch it on the website or get the audio. It's all available. It's easy. Right, Kevin? Even you could do it, right?
1, 2, 3.
I think
Easy
you got it.
squeezy.
So that's going to do it for the show. Have a good week, everybody. Say bye, everybody.
Adios.